scope, then we cut it too. Yeah, this corner of the week, then topic one. Might as well dive right up in topic two. And it's Thursday night, better come tune in. Yeah, the rain's on the wall, too wonderful. We going live on the big screen. Tallahassee Camp doing big things. For the people, yeah, the props be fishing. You ain't tuned in, you gon' miss it. Pay attention, man, you better go listen. For the 12, yeah, you know we on the mission. What's going on, yeah, we gon' list it. End time news out to the missiles. Yeah, this corner of the week, then topic one. Might as well dive right up in topic two. And it's Thursday night, better come tune in. Yeah, the rain's on the wall, too wonderful. We going live on the big screen. Tallahassee Camp doing big things. For the people, yeah, the props be fishing. You ain't tuned in, you gon' miss it. Pay attention, man, you better go listen. For the 12, yeah, you know we on the mission. What's going on, yeah, we gon' list it. End time news out to the missiles. Might as well die right up in the topic too. And it's Thursday night, better come tune in. Yeah, the rain's on the wall, too wonderful. We going live on the big screen. Tallahassee Camp doing big things. For the people, yeah, the props be fishing. You ain't tuned in, you gon' miss it. Pay attention, man, you better go listen. For the 12, yeah, you know we on a mission. What's going on, yeah, we gon' list it. In time, news out to the missiles. Yeah, this corner of the week, then topic one. Might as well die right up in the topic two. And it's Thursday night, better come tune in. Yeah, the rain's on the wall, too wonderful. We going live on the big screen. Tallahassee Camp doing big things. For the people, yeah, the props be fishing. You ain't tuned in, you gon' miss it. Pay attention, man, you better go listen. For the 12, yeah, you know we on a mission. What's going on, yeah, we gon' list it. In time, news out to the missiles.
Raya, you the GOAT, boy. Always keep the feast in remembrance, praising our God with a song when we're present. Glorious gods like a chain with a pendant. Spirit of joy I receive, so I'm sending. Spread it to my bros, that's my vibe.
Oh, yeah.
That I'm all in. You can tell by my faith that I'm all in. Front line with the truth, I'ma fall in. Even if it's a dead end, going all in. You can tell by the things I'm involved in. I can lose it all for my calling. If I die for the truth, it's a win-win. And going to the end, going all in. Going all in. Going in, going all in. Going all in. I'm going in, going all in. You can tell by the things I'm involved in. I can lose it all for my calling. If I die for the truth, it's a win-win. And going to the end, going all in. Going all in.
Hey, shalom, shalom, viewing audience. This is Israel United in Christ, and this is the Writings on the Wall radio show. Hey, turn me up just a little bit. Turn me up a little bit. Hey, to my right,
Officer Amos.
Shalom Israel, I'm Officer Losas.
Shalom Israel, Officer Elijah.
Shalom Israel, Officer Aaron.
Shalom Israel, Officer Sampson. This is your place for End
Time News.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Hey, all praise to the Most High, man. We back.
That's right.
We back with another episode.
We back.
And I see IT is trying to repent. They starting off with hand claps.
Okay.
That's all right.
That's right.
That's all right.
That's all right.
That's right.
So, I just want to give a PSA. I'm following after a man of wisdom named Bishop Nathaniel.
That's
right.
When it comes to IT, we wouldn't have this set, right? We wouldn't have these microphones, and we wouldn't be able to stream and all of that with the sound effects and the bombs and all of that. So I'm thank IT from the bottom of my heart.
From your heart.
Thank
you, IT.
All praise.
See that, right? I'm sowing a seed right there.
That's right.
Sowing some blessings, so maybe get blessed back.
Right.
And we'll have a good show today. All praise to the Father.
Right.
Hey, man, what went on this week? I see David's. Where's Officer David at?
Dang.
Nah, I'm just playing. Officer, he had work. He had to do some work, but he's not on a women's retreat.
Oh, I remember that one.
What you talking about, Sam? What you remember?
I remember that women retreat. we have a brother. He go on a women retreat like 2 times a year, I think.
2 times a year.
2 times a year.
Who you know him?
Yes, I know him. I think he like 2 rows beside me.
Yeah, you can speak on that.
It's not a women's retreat. I have conferences, and that's what.
Oh, if the shoe fits.
Oh.
If the shoe fits. He didn't mention his name.
All praise to the Father.
Ladies and gentlemen, David Ruffin. Give him a round of applause.
Right.
Put the camera on David Ruffin. He still got that. Every time he has that haircut, I'm gonna call him David Ruffin. It is what it is.
No temptation without David Ruffin.
All praise. Hey man, what went on this week, officers? What y'all had going on, man?
Yes, sir.
You going to speak
So
on
we
it?
had Fair had some Psalms 133 with the family going out. You know what I'm saying? Spending that family time, building that bond, that unity.
Come on.
Yep. Endeavoring to keep the unity. So all praises to the Father for that thing.
All praise. And you remember they brown bright the hanging bar, but nobody didn't want to do it.
Yeah. All the young brothers.
All the young brothers.
I know, man. But now they upped it, man. They changed this like 2 minutes now. It's all difficult and stuff.
Can't win.
But yeah, man, all praise to the Father, man. I had the opportunity to go visit the brethren, the family, Benji and Levi down in Bahamas. All praise to the Father. All praise. Hey, shouts out to my family down there. You don't know. I ain't gonna lie, man. IUIC Nassau, people gonna get mad. All right, so I'll say it like this. They are top 3 when it comes to their kitchen.
There we go.
I'll just say that.
Okay.
So I don't make people too mad. I'm for real. If you know me, you know I don't like, and the viewers gonna get mad. I don't mean to offend nobody, but I don't like Benji food. I don't like Benji food, but I mess with IUIC Nassau.
Okay.
That's right.
Captain has spoken.
Yeah, I do. I mess with it. The food's good. The food's good. Keep up the good work. All praise to the Father.
That's right.
Yes, sir. Hey, yeah. So today, our goal and our mission is to attempt to finish the show today.
That's right.
Y'all all right?
That's all right.
Y'all with me?
Yes, sir.
Do the viewers want to see the show?
Let's get it.
Because I want to see the show. So
That's right.
we're going to time ourselves, and make sure I don't get a text from Captain Zakar. They say we going too late. All right, so we doing good on time. It's 6:37. We started on time. Hey, y'all ready?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, IT, y'all ready? Oh, here we go. But before we jump into the first segment,
What we gotta do?
all right, we need y'all to like, share, and subscribe to IUIC Tallahassee campaign. So push the button and share the stream so we can wake up our people scattered abroad.
right.
All right, is you ready now? We'll play the clip. All right, this is the World Weather Report brought to you by the Writings on the Wall radio show.
That's right.
All right, let's jump into it. What we got?
Possible volcanic eruptions in Iceland.
Hey, y'all remember last week, right? Iceland had the 1,400 earthquakes, and they had closed their resort and all that stuff.
Right.
All right, so the Most High wasn't done with them. So let's read this. Watch this.
No.
Thousands of earthquakes have scientists watching for a volcanic eruption in Iceland.
Y'all all right?
This weekend, Iceland experienced nearly 2,000 earthquakes within 48 hours.
You see that?
Damn.
2,000 earthquakes in nearly 48 hours.
Is ridiculous.
Read on, come on.
And they've kept coming in since then in swarms.
By the hundreds. In swarms by the hundreds. Come on.
Scientists think all of this seismic activity is indicative of magma moving closer to the surface in the country's southwestern peninsula, and are predicting a volcanic eruption may happen within the next few days.
All right, so I got a quiz. For the Writings on the Wall panelists. What, for 1,000 points, what is magma?
It is the
Hot
fire
lava.
stuff that comes out of lava. Right. I'm trying to say the fire stuff that comes out
The
of
fire stuff that comes out of lava.
Thank you.
All right, anybody want to give one more shot?
Yes, Cap.
Okay.
Magma, yeah, that's lava. So it's like, it's heated earth. You know what I'm saying? So
It's heated what?
It's earth, but it's like very heated. So it comes out of volcano. You know what I'm saying? Spills
All right,
down.
one more. You were close.
Okay.
But you ain't say it right. You said heated earth?
Heated, yeah.
Come on. Okay. Yes, come on, bring it home.
Well,
Lord
Cap,
have
I'm
mercy.
gonna have to tap out. And I didn't go to social studies
Come
like
on
that.
now.
All right. Okay, oh, Samson. Okay.
So magma. It's like. Let me see. It's like heated metals and rocks together.
Okay.
That's part of the earth.
All right. Read that, man. Pull it up, man. Pull it up. What is magma?
Magma, hot fluid or semi-fluid material below or within the Earth's crust.
Right. So y'all see, lava comes out of the volcano, but the magma is underneath. It's below the Earth's crust, so it's in the Earth.
Right, that's what I meant, Cap.
That's what that's what he meant. That's what he meant.
now, dog.
Hey, so go back to the article real quick. Go back to the article. All right. What is this, a science class today?
Right.
All right, watch this. Hey,
Saturday-
I got a script. Give me Daniel.
Bring it out.
Just to let you know. Just to let you know. White man science ain't nothing.
That's right.
But when it come to our forefathers, we learn in all types of different ways. Daniel, the first chapter.
And you know that's right.
And give me the verse. Give me verse 3 and 4. Watch this.
The book of Daniel, chapter 1 and verse 3.
Come on.
And the king spake unto Ashpenaz, the master of his eunuchs, that he should bring certain of the children of Israel,
Come on.
and of the king's seed and of the princes, children in whom was no blemish,
Children in who was no blemish. Go ahead.
but well favored, and skillful in all wisdom.
It says skillful in what?
In all wisdom.
And all wisdom. IT. Oh Lord, somebody help him. Pray for him. It's really staticky in my mic, but let's continue. Verse 4.
Children in whom was no blemish, but well favored, and skillful in all wisdom.
Watch this.
And cunning in knowledge, and understanding science.
And understanding what?
Science.
It is understanding science. Come on.
And such as had ability in them to stand in the king's palace.
All right, so hey, understand. Hey, having knowledge and wisdom is a good thing.
Right.
You know, you growing up as Judah, you get cracked on for certain things. No. Not in this truth.
That's
right? Being
right.
educated and having facts and knowledge about different avenues and different things. That's a good trait to have.
You know that's right.
All right, so you just learned what magma was, all right, today on the Writings on the Wall radio show. So let's go back to the article real quick. Watch this.
Saturday, the entire coastal town of Grandivak was evacuated in preparation. Diana Roman, a volcanologist at the Carnegie Institution for Science, says that the region is considered to be quite seismically active, so earthquakes happen there fairly regularly.
All
Case
right. Do me a favor. Let's go to the next articles. Remember, because it said it was coming in droves by the hundreds, right?
Right.
All right, so let's go to the next one, please.
Iceland experiences another 800 earthquakes overnight as researchers find signs volcanic eruption is near.
So for those who are new, remember, we got brothers and sisters who've been with us for a minute, but we always got those new followers. Go to Matthew 24. Because why do we have a weather report? Why are we touching these volcanoes, these earthquakes? What does it mean, or what significance does it have at all? Let's find out. Read what you got.
The book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 7.
And do me a favor, start at, is it 3 or 4 when he asked that question, when the end will come? Read that first.
Matthew chapter 24 and verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming?
The sign of thy coming, the return of Christ. Come on.
And the end of the world.
And the end of the world. You see that thing right there?
Right.
So give me the verse I wanted. Come on.
Verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines, and pestilences, and earthquakes.
And what?
Earthquakes.
To the point where you had 2,000 in the span of 48 hours.
Right.
All right, now let's go back to the article as well, please. Watch this. Read the title again.
Iceland experiences another 800 earthquakes overnight as researchers find signs volcanic eruption is near.
All right, scroll down. Let's read some of this real quick.
After experiencing 700 earthquakes on Tuesday, Iceland meteorologists said on Wednesday morning the country has experienced another 800 since midnight. The quake came after researchers detected sulfur dioxide, a gas that indicates magma is near the ground surface.
Right, so if magma is getting closer to the ground surface, that means what? A volcano is about to erupt. All right, so let's see what happened just a few days ago. What you got, IT? What you got?
Iceland, a large...
Oh, no, skip that. Skip that real quick. Yeah, read that.
19 volcanoes erupt at the same time.
Would you look at that? 19 volcanoes erupt at the same time. Why? Because all these earthquakes that's taking place. Let's read some of this article, please. Watch this.
Wow! More than a dozen volcanoes are erupting at the same time worldwide, and 3 new eruptions joined the list this week. The Smithsonian Institute's Global Volcanism program tracks new eruptions and updates its list of currently erupting volcanoes on Wednesdays. The most recent update shows 3 new eruptions, bringing the list total to 19 eruptions at once. The list doesn't include all erupting volcanoes. The new volcanic eruptions have some people voicing their concerns on social media. Volcanoes erupt simultaneously in Italy, Iceland, Japan, Mexico, Russia, Philippines, etc. Below is a volcanic activity map of 2013 versus 2023. Totally normal, right? One person posted on X, formerly Twitter.
Hey, so do me a favor. Go back to the beginning of that passage, because it's something I want to touch. Because remember, this is not just going on in Iceland. This touched other countries. It said volcanoes erupt simultaneously in Italy, Iceland, Japan, Mexico, Russia, Philippines, right? Go back to the top of this article. The first paragraph, excuse me. Read that.
More than a dozen volcanoes are erupting at the same time worldwide.
Worldwide. Give me 2 Ezra 16 and 14. All right. What are we witnessing? We're witnessing Bible prophecy.
That's right.
Okay.
That's
God said this is going to happen, and it's happened exactly as He said. So it's up for us to recognize these things. We got to wake up. All right. And for those who know what's going on, it's time to continue and press on and endure until the end.
That's right.
Okay. Let's read this. Watch this.
The book of 2 Ezra, chapter 16 and verse 14.
Go ahead.
Behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth.
Now it says these plagues. Now, ironically, watch this. Jump up to verse 12.
Verse 12. The earth quaketh, and the foundations thereof.
So what does he talk about? That's called an earthquake. Right. You understand? 2,000 earthquakes. They're coming in by the hundreds. Right. And then all of these volcanoes erupt simultaneously in different parts of the earth. Right. Why? Because of the same word that the angel gave to the prophet Ezra.
That's right.
That's exactly why it's taking place. Read on.
The sea ariseth up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also, before the Lord, and before the glory of His power. For strong is His right hand that bendeth the bow.
Right, it says strong is His right hand that bendeth the bow. Go ahead.
His arrows that He shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss, when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world.
To the ends of the what?
Ends of the world.
All right, I got one more. I'm going to hand it to you, officers. Watch this. Give me Psalms 104. Okay, because it's the Lord doing these things, okay?
Right. That's right.
And that's the thing. You can't get it to Mother Nature. You got to give all glory to the one true God.
That's right.
You got to give the glory to the Father, all right? Psalms 104, read 31, and I want 32. Watch this.
The book of Psalms, chapter 104 and verse 31.
Come on.
The glory of the Lord shall endure forever.
How long?
Forever.
Come on.
The Lord shall rejoice in His works.
It says the Lord shall rejoice in His works. Hey, when He sees all these heathens getting scared, that's a thing to rejoice about.
That's right.
Because it's the Lord bringing the vengeance. It's the Lord bringing the plagues. Come on.
He looketh on the earth.
He looketh on earth. When He looks on the earth, come on.
And it trembleth.
And it what?
It trembleth.
That's when those earthquakes, what they call those tectonic plates and all that stuff gets to moving. Read that verse again.
He looketh on the earth.
Come on.
And it trembleth.
Uh-huh.
He toucheth the hills.
Read.
And they smoke.
And they what?
And they smoke.
That's what take place when the magma get close to the earth crust.
Right.
Right? And it's just the trembling, and then that volcanic eruption take place.
That's right.
All right. Y'all see that thing right there? What you had, officer?
Yes, sir. Cap. This is why the Most High God showing His power for what? For we can come back to put our trust in Him, because we say, you know how Jake is. Hey, I need a sign for I can get right. Most High God is showing you His power.
Right.
He's showing you the earthquake. He's showing you the famine and things like that. So we got to get ourselves together. That's His walk, because He said, what? Until they acknowledge my offense. So He gonna leave. Now He gets what? The earth, the Bible prophecies, we prophesying now and showing you what the Bible say and making it a reality, because guess what? This Bible is a true book.
Hey, officer, what you said, that's an excellent point. Give me Mark 8, because a lot of our people want a sign, Most High been speaking, how he's speaking through. This is the Lord's voice through the storm. Right? But a lot of our people, they say they want a sign, but the sign is right here and you still not changing.
Bring it up.
But to show you, those who want a sign ain't going to change anyway. Right. A lot of people say, well, if this happened, I'll do that. No, you won't. Right. Because you are the same spirits that was during the time of Christ who consented unto his death. Right. That's what a lot of people don't understand. We'll show you that. We'll show you that right now. Read what you got.
The book of Mark, chapter 8 and verse 11.
Come on.
And the Pharisees came forth and began to question with him, seeking of him a sign.
Seeking of him a what?
A sign.
Seeking of him a sign. Come on.
From heaven. Tempting him.
Doing what?
Tempting him.
Read.
And he sighed deeply in his spirit and saith, why does this generation seek after a sign?
It says, why does this generation seek after a sign? There's some more on that?
Yes, sir.
Come on.
Verily I say unto you, there shall no sign be given until this generation. Unto this generation.
Until this generation, meaning what? They ain't going to be able to see it. Right. They're going to be blinded. Their table's going to be made a snare because of their unbelief, because of their wicked ways. They like the state of Babylon more than serving the Lord. They don't want to go through the trials and the tribulation. They don't want to do that. They want to live it up. Is there some more on that?
No, that was it, sir.
Matthew 24, to go with the statement that we made. That's an excellent point from Officer Sampson going into our people that want to seek a sign. The sign is here if you did not know. When the hell you seen 19 volcanoes erupt at the same time? At different points in the earth, different time zones. That's so you. That's the hand of God. That's the voice of the Lord. That's right. All right, read what you got.
What verse?
I'm sorry, 34.
The book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 34.
Go ahead.
Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled.
It says what?
Till all these things be fulfilled.
It says, verily I say unto you, this generation, that same generation that seeketh the sign, it says, shall not pass till these things be fulfilled. What are the things that's talking about? It's talking about the return of Christ. Meaning what? Those same unbelieving spirits that sought a sign, seeking after a sign, they're going to be right back here in these last days, and they're going to do the exact same thing. That's what people don't understand. That's what they don't understand. So the best thing to do is, if you got this knowledge, you better hold fast to it.
That's right.
And be thankful that you're able to comprehend and understand this. Because there's some other people who was made to be destroyed.
That's right.
All right. You got something?
Let me get one script, Cap. So get me Nahum, chapter 1 and verse 2. We've been talking about this for the first few minutes of the show. And we got to understand that the time is coming. He's about to bring down, or he's already bringing down the wrath upon the nations, for all the wickedness that's been done. Read verse 2.
The book of Nahum, chapter 1 and verse 2. God is jealous.
God is what?
Is jealous.
Read.
And the Lord revengeth.
And he's revenging right now. Read.
The Lord revengeth and is furious.
He's furious. Read on.
The Lord will take vengeance on his adversaries.
On who?
His adversaries.
All of these nations that have gone against his people, that have taken the land of the Israelites, the true people that's supposed to be in the land, all of these different people, he's taking revenge on them. Read on.
And he reserveth wrath for his enemies.
Read.
The Lord is slow to anger and great in power.
So don't think that the Lord is not going to come back and revenge his people. He's just taking his time.
Right.
And when that time comes, then he's going to bring down the wrath. But jump to verse 5 and finish it off.
Verse 5. The mountains quake at him.
They do what?
Quake at him.
Read.
And the hills melt.
And the hills melt. What is that talking about? That's talking about that magma heating up. That's talking about the earthquakes and the volcanoes that are melting. When you look at a candle and it heats up, what happens to it? It melts. So we're looking at an example of that right here in the scriptures. Read on.
And the earth is burned at his presence. Yea, the world and all that dwell therein.
The world and all that dwell therein. Right there in the Bible.
Real quick, let me get Romans 13 and verse 11. Because like what you see right now, that weather's coming out, 19 volcanoes going off, say all these things, we got to make sure the righteous are hearing this. Yes, the same wicked people who are hearing this going to cast it aside. But what us as leaders, when we're going out to the streets, when we're teaching our people, a lot of our people don't understand what's even going on, in Israel and all across the world. We got to bring this news to them so they can actually wake and be like, okay, it's actually time to repent. Read that.
Romans chapter 13, verse 11. And that, knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
This is the message we got to push to our people. Now it's time to awake out of sleep. Read.
For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
19 volcanoes going off is what? It's showing you the return of Christ is coming.
That's right.
Read.
The night is far spent. The day is at hand.
Read.
Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness.
Read.
And let us put on the armor of light.
That's what we're pushing out here to our people.
Hey, all praises to the Most High. Y'all are in the spirit. In the spirit.
That's right.
Hey, what else we got, IT?
How are volcanoes and earthquakes interrelated?
Oh, okay. Scroll down. Read that highlighted part.
Earthquakes can trigger volcanic eruptions through severe movement of tectonic plates. Similarly, volcanoes can trigger earthquakes through the movement of magma within a volcano.
So, hey, a lot of people, what we really didn't acknowledge is that Matthew 24:7, it's talking about both.
Right.
Volcanoes and earthquakes. So when you see all of this happening in the last days, that's Matthew 24:7. Does it say earthquakes can trigger volcanoes? Volcanoes can trigger earthquakes. All right, what else we got, IT? I think there was one in Illinois too, right? All right, pull that one up. Read that.
Magnitude 3.6 earthquake rattles northern Illinois.
Do y'all see this?
A magnitude 3.6 earthquake rattled northern Illinois and parts of 3 other states early on Wednesday, awakening some residents and spurring reports to 911 about homes shaking, the U.S. Geological Survey and police said. The small earthquake was detected about 4:41 a.m. local time and was centered at about 6/10 of a mile southeast of Standard, Illinois, a town that is about 100 miles southwest of downtown Chicago, the federal agency said.
Hey, I didn't report it, but even in Jacksonville, Florida, they felt remnants of an earthquake a few days ago.
Wow.
So we don't even be having earthquakes in Florida like that. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just showing you these earthquakes are taking place everywhere. Every place on the earth.
right.
Because God is doing that thing.
That's right.
We had some flooding in Saudi Arabia, right? Read that.
Heavy flood on streets due to rains in the Jeddah of Saudi Arabia.
Wow!
Arab storms.
There's another video that was it. Okay.
طريق مكة القديم.
Now remember, their history. They had us in slavery.
Right.
All right. Sub-Saharan slave trade. A lot of our people was under Islam at that time.
Right.
So don't forget, they're getting their judgment too, man. They're getting their judgment too. My goal is to finish today's show. All right, officers. Y'all got anything before we go to the next segment?
I just wanted to make one quick point, Cap. So Saudi Arabia, correct me if I'm wrong, if I'm not wrong, ain't that desert?
That's what I was just thinking.
I mean, I thought that was desert land. So for flooding to be going on over there, that shows you that that's the Lord doing.
That's
it.
right.
Yes, sir.
That's right. The voice of the Lord.
The voice of the Lord.
That's right.
Give me the one in Jeremiah. Gosh, it just slipped my mind. It's basically it say anything is possible. You know what I'm talking about? Somebody say something. I'll find it.
Hey, let me get speaking on the flooding that they're going through. Let me get Nahum chapter 1 verse 6.
The book of Nahum.
Like Officer Amos was pointing out, this is a phenomenon. As we witnessing 19 volcanoes going off at one time, all of this is a phenomenon that matter of fact, give me in Exodus chapter 7 verse 3. All of these phenomenons, just like during the time of Pharaoh, Pharaoh got a warning. He got all of them plagues to warn him, and he still didn't change because God hardened his heart. Read that.
The book of Exodus, chapter 7 and verse 3. And I will harden Pharaoh's heart.
And the same thing happening to the powers that be today. They see what's going on, but they ain't catching the warning that God is finna return and all of it finna end. Read.
And multiply my signs and my wonders in the land of Egypt.
God is doing it all over the world right now. We're witnessing it as we read this Bible and learn.
Hey, real quick, I just want to touch on that article that we read about the 19 earthquakes. In that article, they're saying that the people on social media is talking about these things are phenomenal. What they're trying to do is steer the fear because they know, like leadership's been bringing out, that fear of the Messiah coming back, the black Messiah coming back. Guess what? Our people gonna try to change their ways, but Esau tried to steer the fear, try to say, oh, it was tectonic plates that's doing all of this, that's causing these different type of earthquakes. But they're not knowing that what? These are the signs of the times that what? The world is coming to a end.
That's all praise.
That's right.
Hey, give me that Jeremiah 32:27. Read that one, and we'll switch on this. Watch this.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 32 and verse 27.
Come on.
Behold, I am the Lord, the God of all flesh.
The God of what?
All flesh.
All flesh. Come on.
Is there anything too hard for me?
See that thing? The officer pointed out that's desert land in the south. That's who they refer to in the scriptures. But he's sending floods over there.
Right.
And remember, not too long ago, he sent a flood on Mecca. The actual, you understand, when they go kiss the Kaaba stone over there, they over there, the wind is going crazy.
Yep.
All right, so all praise to the Father for bringing that swift judgment on our enemies. IT.
Come on, give me a hand. Give me a hand. Give me a hand.
Clap.
Is IT even paying attention back there? Oh, Lord. Shouts out to IT.
All praises.
All right, hey, all praise to the Most High, man. We about to get into our next segment. IT, you ready? All right, play the clip. All right, here we go. Y'all see what it is? It's the red background. It's serious business now.
That's right.
That's what it means.
Right.
Hey, all right, so this is the Wars and Rumors Report, brought to you by the Writings on the Wall radio show. So let's jump right into it. What we got, IT?
U.S. did not give okay for Israeli raid of Al-Shifa hospital in Gaza.
All right, so for those who are not living under a log, you would know that Gaza recently bombed the hospital, not Gaza, Israel, or Amalek.
Right, bring it up.
Gosh, you got to get out of that mode, man. It's blasphemy.
Right.
It's blasphemy. Amalek bombed the hospital over there in Gaza. Right. Just showing you how ruthless they are. They love bloodthirsty heathens.
Right.
All right. So America, they're saying, hey, that's Israel, man. We had nothing to do with that, bro.
Right.
You know. So they just did that on their own. We did not okay that.
Stop the cap.
It still don't mean nothing because you still aiding them with killing over 11,000 people, over 5,000 children.
Bring it up.
But that's what America does. They'll say, well, we know we had the black slavery, but that was then.
Right.
Look at now. Well, you never gave us reparations. You never did that. Well, we gave you jobs.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, and then, but it works though. It works for them. Their whiteness is so silky. It just works on people, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. Hey, watch this, because it's what it is. What it is sorcery.
Right.
That's what it really is. Give me Isaiah 25, man. This is what America's trying to do. They're trying to put everybody back to sleep, because like we went over last week, all these other nations, they're pissed. They're sick of the war crimes done by the Amalekites over there in our land today. They're sick of America turning a blind eye, and not condemning their actions, but being quiet, but sending them millions of dollars behind the scenes. You understand?
Right.
So that right there is just them coming out saying, hey, we know you guys are mad at us right now, but we did not okay this, okay? Right. So let's go back to living America so everybody can have a good time, all right? All right, guys? All right, cool. That's what they do.
That's it.
That's what they do.
Come on.
All right, read this. Watch this.
What verse, Cap?
Oh, my bad, 7.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 25 and verse 7. And he will destroy in this mountain.
So there's going to be one day when they're not going to be able to do that anymore, okay? They are going to be destroyed, all right? Read.
The face of the covering cast over all people.
So you got to think, who would fit that description? The face of the covering cast over all the people. You know when they say it's going to be like cloudy today, it's going to be real foggy, that's like a cast over that specific county or whatever. That's how Esau is to the earth.
Right.
They are that covering cast. Read the verse again from the top. Watch this.
And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people.
Because all of the nations are drunk with the wrath of her fornication. Why? Because everybody comes here and gets rich. And everybody pushes democracy, that American dream, Christianity, all that crap.
Come on now.
You understand? They got the world under a spell. Read.
And the veil that is spread over all nations.
That is spread over who?
All nations.
All nations. It's spread over all nations. Now, the officers, y'all touched Nahum earlier. Let's go back to Nahum, because there's something in that particular book that pinpoints America.
Right.
I believe it's chapter 2.
Bring it out, Cap.
So let's go to chapter 2. Let me hear verse 1.
Nahum chapter 2 and verse 1.
Go ahead.
He that dashes in pieces is come up before thy face. Keep the munition. Watch the way. Make thy loins strong.
It ain't 2, but it's 3. So
Check it
read
out.
3 and 1. Watch this.
Chapter 3 verse 1.
Come on.
Woe to the bloody city.
So the Bible says, hey, destruction to the bloody city. All right, come on.
It is full of lies.
It is full of what?
Lies.
Just like, hey, bro, like I said, we didn't okay that, you know, with the bombing over there in the hospital, man. That was all them. That's a lie.
Right.
We know that's a lie.
Right.
Israel and America is like that. All right, read the verse again.
Woe to the bloody city. It is full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not.
Jump down to 4.
Verse 4.
Come on.
Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot.
And that's your indicator right there. The well-favored harlot is the whore. The daughter of whoredoms. That's Babylon, America.
Right.
Come on.
The mistress of witchcraft.
The mistress of what?
Witchcraft.
Of witchcrafts. That's how they're able to say that and put a bunch of you blacks and Hispanics right back to sleep.
Bring it up.
That's how they do. Read.
That selleth nations through her whoredoms, and families through her witchcraft.
Through her witchcraft. So understand when they say that, when they put that out there, if you did not know that media is what? That's witchcraft in itself.
Right.
Going back to the word medium. All right, which channels spirits. So when they put the television in front of you, that's cool, we can take the call. When they put the television in front of you, when they put the media out there, that is doing what? Controlling the masses through their witchcraft.
That's right.
Yeah, we'll take the call. Shalom, caller. What's your question or your comment? Shalom, caller, are you there? All right, did they hang up? All right, we can't hear
No, I
you.
didn't hang up.
Hey, shalom, shalom.
Hello?
Most High in Christ, bless. What's your question or your comment?
I have a comment. I've been watching y'all show for quite some time and whatnot, and I actually been watching y'all for quite some time, period. And I'm not gonna lie, when I saw you guys walking in the streets of Philadelphia and everything, whatever, I was like, whoa, who are those guys and how the heck can I be down? And I already knew, like when I first saw y'all, man, I just knew that y'all were different. The spirit was walking with y'all. And like I gotta admit, like when I was as an Uber driver, I would share the message, the stuff that y'all taught, y'all teach to some of my passengers, and I literally had passengers in my back seat would break down in tears of joy because of the things that y'all taught me. I actually spread to our people, you know, during Uber rides, and some of my passengers was like, wow.
All
this
praises.
is amazing.
Wow. All praise to the Most High.
You know, so I just want to, you know, give you guys credit and everything, whatever. I appreciate what y'all do. I respect what y'all do, and I actually want to join the IUIC school here in Atlanta.
All praise for the Most High God. God gets the glory, bro. All praises for that testimony right there. All praises, man. That's what it's all about right there. Each one teach one, man. We just doing the will of God, all right?
That's
Hey,
right.
thank you for calling, my brother. Hey, you had something, officer? Yeah, go ahead.
So the brother mentioned Philadelphia, and it just kind of takes me back to the point that we were just reading, where the Americans say that they didn't have anything to do with the bombings that Israel did. But check it out. We know good and well that's the same spirit
There you
America
go.
rolls
Right.
in.
There you go.
That's the same spirit. The brother said he's from Philadelphia. What did they do to the people in Philadelphia? They bombed our neighborhoods. What did they do in Tulsa, Oklahoma?
Come on.
They bombed our people. This is what America does.
Right.
And that's what his brother, his relatives, Amalek is doing right now.
His younger brother.
Little Satan.
Yeah, there you go, Lil Sissy. Hey, real quick, we'll take another caller. We'll take another caller. Hey, Shalom, caller, what's your question or your comment?
Shalom, I have a comment about what's going on in Israel.
Go ahead, sis.
So, relating to a video y'all had on, I think the other day, there was a gentleman in Israel who was riding his bike in the street with a recorder, and you saw people dead in the street. It relates back to Revelation 11, chapter 8, verse, where they talk about, where the Most High talks about the dead body shall lie in the street of the great city, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt.
So, okay, that's a good question. The question, well, the understanding of that verse, the great city first and foremost, what is that, Revelations 14? Yeah, give me that verse real quick. Revelations 14 to get you what great city that is. All right, it's not Gaza at that time in the prophecies in the last days. The great city is actually Babylon the Great. All right, so read that for me, please.
Revelation chapter 14, verse 8.
Come on.
And there followed another angel, saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city.
You see that? It says Babylon is that great city. All right, so the dead bodies, who lives in Babylon? Watch this. Give me the book of Revelation chapter 18, and I want verse 23. Watch this.
Revelation chapter 18, verse 23. And
Tell you what, start at verse 21 and give me 24. Quickly.
21. And the mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, Thus with violence shall thy great city Babylon be thrown down.
Right, so in the context, it's still talking about Babylon. Read verse 24.
Verse 24. And in her was found the blood of prophets.
Right, so in Babylon was found the blood of prophets. According to Amos chapter 2, verse 11, the prophets are the Israelites. So it's showing you that the Israelites, we would be found in that great city. Read this again all the way through.
And in her was found the blood of prophets and of saints.
And of saints. The saints are who? According to Psalms 149 and 14, are the Israelites. Come on.
And of all that were slain upon the earth.
So now give me Proverbs 21 and 16. So what does this mean? What does this mean? The dead is talking about in our state of thinking that we're African Americans, thinking that we are Hispanics, thinking that we're Haitians, Dominicans, so on and so on. All right, that right there, that's a dead state because the kingdom's not for African Americans. The kingdom's not for Haitians and Dominicans. The kingdom is only for the Israelites.
That's right.
All right, so those dead bodies is this right here. Read what you got.
Proverbs chapter 21, verse 16.
Come on.
The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding.
What is the understanding? That you're an Israelite, that you got to keep God's commandments. Come on.
Shall remain in the congregation of the dead.
Shall remain in what?
The congregation of the dead.
So obviously what? That means a lot of our people here in America are still asleep. They're still dead. And that's why we come on the radio show. We do the street teachings, the classrooms, the radios, all of that. We do that to speak life into our people so they can be awoken in the great city, which is the United States of America.
That's
right. So all praise to the Most High. Says, I hope you understand that right there. Thank you for calling in. Thank you for calling. Hey, let's do this. Let's go to the next one. Let's keep it going.
Putin signs a bill revoking Russia's ratification of a global nuclear test ban treaty.
Yeah, read some of this real quick. Watch this, y'all.
President Vladimir Putin on Thursday signed a bill revoking Russia's ratification of a global nuclear test ban, a move that Moscow said was needed to establish parity with the United States.
Come on.
Putin has said that rescinding the ratification of the Comprehensive Nuclear Test Ban Treaty, also known as the CTBT, would mirror the stand taken by the U.S., which has signed but not ratified the nuclear test ban.
Meaning what? In just layman's terms, like if Russia want to drop a nuke, they don't got to like warn nobody. They don't got to say nothing. So this has been signed like behind the scenes. America don't have to say nothing either. As Bishop has brung out on multiple classes, America be dropping bombs on a lot of people, but you don't know about it unless you're the people that's getting the bombs dropped on you.
Bring it up.
So just like America don't got to say nothing to drop the bombs and the nukes, Russia ain't got to say nothing either. That's all that's talking about right there. You have something on that?
I was going to say, give me Psalms 55 and 20, because Russia understands, why would I trust you when you done already broke the treaty we had before? You wasn't supposed to be expanding over here in this land, but now we fighting over Ukraine. Read that.
Psalms chapter 55 and verse 20. He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him.
Russia wasn't at peace with America, but Russia did sign a treaty with America, and America broke it. So why would Russia hold strong to any other treaties America give? His word ain't worth nothing, read.
He hath broken his covenant.
He have what?
Broken his covenant.
That's the mindset of America. That's the mindset of Esau. And that's what they continue to do over and over again. 400 plus treaties broken with the Indians.
Hey, oh yeah, we'll take a call. That's all of the European nations. They all, just like the officer said, they all got that in their blood. That's what they do.
That's right.
Yeah, we'll take a quick call. Shalom, caller. What's your question or your comment?
Yeah, I had two questions, a comment and a question actually.
All right.
Basically, I had a issue with, I was trying to come fellowship with, I'm in Savannah.
Okay.
And I was trying to come fellowship with one of the schools, and And I couldn't, I don't have a car, so I didn't have no way of getting there. And I was trying to find out how do y'all offer rides or anything?
No. We don't offer rides, but
So what should I do?
for example, like in the world, right? In the world, a lot of us ain't have cars, but we find ourselves at the club, right? In the world, we didn't have cars, but we found ourselves at the casino. So anything we wanted to do, we did it. Same thing with this truth, all right? Whatever you want to accomplish, make sure you save up your money, your ducats, all right? You may be able to ask a family member for a ride. It's the same principle, because this is actually worth something. Just like it say in Proverbs, it say, buy the truth, sell it not.
You're going to learn today.
So whatever's important to you, you're going to get that thing done, my brother. And you're going to come Sabbath after Sabbath after Sabbath.
Right.
All right, just like it say in Job, it say, give me that, find me that real quick. It say in Job, let me get that real quick. This truth is needed more than my necessary food. I think it's just a Job 4. That one just came to my mind. I apologize. Somebody give me that, man. That's a really good scripture for this situation right now. It's in Job. What is it? 23 and 12? Okay, I was all the way off. Thank y'all. Somebody read that for me, please.
The book of Job, chapter 23 and verse 12.
Come on.
Neither have I gone back from the commandment of his lips.
Tell you what. Start at verse 10.
Verse 10. But he knoweth the way that I take. When he hath tried me, I shall come forth as gold.
Right, so you being tried to see if this truth is really important to you. Okay, come on.
My foot hath held his steps. His way have I kept and not declined.
And not decline, no matter what the circumstance, no matter what the situation. Come on.
Neither have I gone back from the commandment of his lips.
And the commandment of his lips is that we got to do what? We got to congregate. We have to keep the Sabbath day holy. Come on.
I have esteemed the words of his mouth more than my necessary food.
Right. So if you're esteeming the words of the Lord more than your necessary food, think about it. You eat every day, right? I'm pretty sure you eat every day, or at least every other day. So if you're eating on a normal basis, the scripture telling you, hey, you better make sure that you're following these commandments as much as you eat, or more than you eat.
That's right.
That's what the scripture's telling you. So when there's a will, there is a way.
That's right.
Okay.
And you know that's right.
Do you understand that, my brother?
Yeah. The only thing is I'm in Savannah and it's in Scottsdale, Georgia, which is outside of Savannah. So it's not
I think you missed
like
it.
if y'all were if I was in Jacksonville.
I think you missed
or San
it.
Antonio,
I think you missed it, bro. I think you missed it. So once again, like for example, this is the truth. You gotta give me Philippians 2:12. So you have to do this, you know. For example, you know how the churches, they got church vans and church buses. Why? Because they want your money. Right. We don't want nothing from you. Only thing we want to see is that your soul be saved. That's the only thing we want to see. But we cannot save it for you. Okay? So what you can do, you may not be able to come every Sabbath, right? You may be watching online. Try to make it once a month. Do the best that you can do, because guess what? You know your situation better than us, bro. Okay? But don't let that mindset, all right, weigh you down from keeping God's commandments. If you can only get there once every other month, bro, do that. Do what you got to do to keep God's commandments, my brother. Read this.
Philippians chapter 2 and verse 12.
Come on.
Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling.
Right, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. So I hope you understand it. Thank you for calling in, my brother. Hey, IT, let's keep it rolling. What you got? All right, read that.
Russia and Hungary signed the PAX 2 nuclear power plant construction project. The connection of new units to the network is scheduled for the early 2030s. Hungarian Foreign Minister Peter Szijjártó announced on a joint press conference with Russia's state nuclear corporation, Rosatom head Alexei.
Okay, it's all right, but you did good. Hey, that's Szijjártó. That was good.
That's all right.
All right, go back to it real quick. It say Russia and Hungary signed the PAX 2 nuclear power plant construction project. So they are constructing nukes and stuff like that.
That's right.
You understand? It says by 2030. All right, so you see that the world, hey, they getting their power up to match who? To match America.
Right.
Okay.
And you know that's right.
Let's keep going. Let's keep it going. Read that.
Iran advances nuclear enrichment while still barring inspectors.
And now, I mean, don't get it twisted. You know, Russia matters, but not. Come on, IT. Could you come on?
Come on now, dog.
Could you go? Thank you so much. Read it again.
Iran advances nuclear enrichment while still barring inspectors.
Like I was saying, even though Russia, you know, they're getting together with their nukes, and they went ahead and broke that treaty that they ain't got to say nothing, but Iran is the one you want to watch.
Right.
All right. America knows that. Amalek knows that. So when you see them advancing their nuclear capabilities, that's something to watch.
That's
All right, let's read some of that real quick, please. All right, read that.
Iran continues barring several experienced nuclear inspectors and has enough uranium enriched to up to 60% purity, close to weapons grade.
Close to weapons grade. Hey, and you know they not afraid to push the button.
Right.
Come on, let's read some more of that.
For 3 atom bombs, according to confidential reports by the International Atomic Energy Agency, or IAEA. The United Nations nuclear watchdog on Wednesday slammed Iran's decision to withdraw the accreditation of several inspectors, announced in September, as extreme and unjustified, and it said it directly and seriously affected the agency's work.
All right, so this is something to watch. Remember, America is vested in that nuclear deal. Why? Because they want to prevent Second Ezra 15 from taking place.
Right.
Because they, as you can see, you got you have Russia, you have China, and Iran. They have this axis they're forming together. All right, Russia's backing Arab nations, is backing Iran. So Iran is not by themselves. It's just that the Arab nations are not on the same page yet.
Right.
All right, they got help. So understand it's just not going to be on their own. So they're enhancing or advancing with their nuclear capabilities. Russia's over there helping them on the back end. America's hating on the fact that Russia has oil. You understand? So everything is like the tide is changing. You know, remember Saudi Arabia, they was one of the main suppliers for the U.S. But now, since all of this is taking place, now that's going down. They're helping Russia. Oh, I'm jumping the gun. But it's all right. It's all right. So they're pulling back from Amalek too when it comes to the oil situation. So America is being more unfavored. More and more in favor, just like the scriptures say it was going to turn out.
Right.
All right. What else we got, IT? What we got? We on good pace today.
They're trying to replace the dollar too.
Yeah, that too. Yep. BRICS as well with their currency. Yes, read that.
Palestinians in Lebanon disappointed that Hezbollah won't escalate.
Right. So showing you it's kind of, you know, like how Judah was that line, you know, in Genesis 49. But we crouched down like an old lion.
Right.
It's like we in the civil rights, we was fiery. Esau was scared. They was scared of what we was able to do. That's why they bombed us. What was it, AIM? In Philly, yeah.
Yes,
they
sir.
bombed us there. They used to raid the Black Panthers, do all of this, and was it COINTELPRO, all of that to stop us. Now, check this out. When you see Ishmael say that they're disappointed with Hezbollah not going through, not like continuing, but calming down, that shows you there is some fight in them.
Right.
All right, there is some fight in them, but it's just not time yet.
Right.
Okay, just not time yet. Go back to the article. Let's read some of that, please. Yeah, read that.
A week after a much anticipated speech about Israel's assault on Gaza that did not declare war on Israel, Hezbollah reiterated that message on Saturday. While it would keep retaliating against Israeli attacks on South Lebanon, Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah said the war with Israel would be long and victory would take years.
Right, and victory would take years. So they don't want to go through a long, drawn-out battle or war. They want that perfect knockout blow.
Right.
And we understand that perfect knockout blow is in Isaiah 14 and 25.
That's right.
You understand? So that's what they're doing behind the scenes. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Deacon Joshua brought out an excellent class this past Sabbath with the contractions and everything that's going on. So think about this. I was talking to Captain Enoch when we were in the Bahamas together. I spoke about it in the congregation. So what's that? COVID took place about 3 years ago, right? Okay, and then after that, things pretty much died down. And then 3 years later, now we got this issue over there with Amalek and Gaza and the Palestinians, right?
Right.
So it's like a 3-year difference. This is going to die down too, okay? This is going to die down too. So the question would be, do contractions get further apart or closer together?
Closer together.
They get closer together, right? So these are things to think about. These are things to think about as we get closer. Because if it's getting busy like that over there, I'm talking about this is a genocide. This is they're trying to wipe these people out.
Right.
So understand, if that was 3 years ago with COVID, this is here now. What can we look forward to, I guess, the next 2 years, 2.5 years? I can't put a number to it, but I do know that contractions get closer together.
That's right.
All right, so these are things that we got to think about, brothers and sisters.
That's right.
All right, what we got next? What we got next? Yes, play that.
Arab nations to cut oil supply to Israel.
Mm-hmm.
Proposal that Saudi meet on Gaza rejected by UAE.
All right, let's play this.
Cut oil supplies to Israel. Muslims huddle on Gaza and Saudi. Joint Arab Islamic Summit calls for an end to Israeli war in Gaza. UAE and Bahrain refuse to sever ties with Israel. Report. Arab nations divided over dealing with Israel amid
Stop. Pause. Keep it up. See that? It says Arab nations divided. That means they're not on the same page yet. So it says Arab nations divided over dealing with Israel amid ongoing war on Gaza. So everybody's not ready to come together and turn on Israel yet. 2 Ezra 15 real quick.
Bring it up.
All right, so this is a watch. We have to watch. Give me Matthew 26 and 41. This is what it's talking about. You got to watch what's going on in the earth because Christ said it's going to happen exactly as the Lord said. Okay, read that.
Matthew chapter 26, verse 41.
Come on.
Watch and pray.
It says watch and pray. And I'm sorry, I got to refer back to Deacon Yashua's class. He said a heavy point. It says you got to watch. You got to watch and see what's going on. Why? So you can see how close the contractions are getting. And then you also have to pray. Why? So you don't go to sleep during these contractions. Because when things calm down, you could go back to, I don't like the way they're treating me.
Right.
You know what? I always wanted this dream house. You understand? I always wanted to do this, and that. And you could go right back to sleep because things have died down. And you thought that what? They saying peace and safety, everything's good. And I'm not thinking about the soon destruction that comes.
Right.
So that's why we got to continue to watch and pray. Read the verse again.
Watch and pray.
Come on.
That ye enter not into temptation.
That we enter not into temptation. Come on.
The spirit indeed is willing,
Uh-huh.
but the flesh is weak.
So knowing that, we got to make sure we paying attention. Paying attention. Now give us that one in 2 Ezra 15 and 31. Watch this, y'all.
2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 31.
Start at 29.
Verse 29.
Uh-huh.
Where the nations of the dragons of Arabia.
Stop. So when we read dragons, when 31, it's talking about the Arabians, the Arab world, the Muslim world. All right? Read verse 31.
Verse 31.
Come on.
And then shall the dragons have the upper hand,
Uh-huh.
remembering their nature.
So God says when the Arab nations come on one accord, they're going to have the upper hand in that day.
Right.
It's not now, but it's coming. Because at least they're meeting. They weren't even doing that before.
Right.
Okay? They weren't doing that before. So these are things that we got to look forward to.
Yes, sir.
Officers, you have something on that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
You
go
know,
ahead.
we got to come out these damn Christian churches.
Roar.
You know why? Because they don't teach nothing like this.
Right.
They have you in the lost because the contraction getting closer and closer. Because the Most High God, He will return, and guess what? His work will be done upon the face of this earth. So we got to wake up, fam. The righteous, let's stand up.
Right, like you were saying, Cap. A lot of those Arab countries, some of them were rivals. Like
Right.
And then they started to come together to even meet. You know, that's showing you that the Bible is a true book. That these things are going to happen.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Mm-hmm.
And just to add to what Officer Sampson just said, give me Isaiah 56, verse 10. Because like he said, nobody's getting warning. That's why we out here. That's why we marching on the streets. That's why we got all these radio shows. We're trying to warn the people because they're not getting warnings in their churches.
Right.
They're giving up alms and all of this money, but they're not getting
They don't know what alms is. They giving tithes and
offering. Read that.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 56, verse 10. His watchmen are blind. They are all ignorant. They are all dumb dogs.
So the watchmen are supposed to be the people who watching out and like Cap read, we got to watch and pray. They're supposed to be watching and giving you warning as things happening. They're not doing that. They're telling you all you got to do is pray and everything gonna be okay. You got to shaking on the floor and foaming out the mouth. Read.
They cannot bark, sleeping, lying down, loving.
Why do a dog bark? To warn you of danger.
Right.
They're not doing that. That's why this show was created, to give our people warning. Hey, y'all see these things happening in the earth? The Most High God is returning soon. We're giving you the warning. You're not getting this warning in the Christian church and no other religion on earth.
Hey, yeah, go ahead.
All praise. Can I get Matthew 10, verse 27? So, what we're bringing out, what I'm saying, how the rumors, these wars and rumors of war, they're coming closer and closer to what's being, Isaiah 14, 2 Ezra 15, about what? The Arabs coming together to go after the Amalekites, right? The Amalekites. So, but for us, I don't know if you all recall, Bishop, I think a couple classes ago, he was saying, right after this thing calms down, Amalek's they're going to turn their attention towards us over here. So we got to make sure, we're girded up, we're holding it down in this Bible and the scriptures coming together so we can make it through this right here. Read that.
Matthew chapter 10, verse 27. What I tell you in darkness, that speak ye in light.
And that's what we're going to continue to do. Don't get fearful. We must continue to keep teaching God's words. Read.
And what ye hear in the ear, that preach ye upon the housetops.
Right.
And fear not them which kill the body.
It goes right next to what? Fear not them that can kill the body. Read on.
But are not able to kill the soul. But rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell.
And we're only supposed to fear God, family. We're not supposed to fear man and anybody who's coming after us. No, we're supposed to just fear God.
All praises to the Father. Hey, what else we got, IT? Was that it? All right. Hey, all praise to the Father. Hey, we about to get into the next segment, but before we do, hey, make sure y'all, stop what you're doing. Real talk, man. We got like 1.3 right now. Let's get that number up. Let's go ahead and share the stream, share it everywhere, and make sure we got 500 likes? 500 likes. Let's get that number up, all right? So share, like, subscribe, all of that. All right, IT, y'all ready? All right, let's get into it. What we got? Oh gosh! All right, play that.
Come on now, dog.
So read it first.
Floyd Mayweather.
Okay. Floyd Mayweather. All right, play that. Watch what he's doing.
For everything you did for us. Thank you so much for everything you've done for us.
Stop.
We really appreciate it.
So you see that 6-pointed hexagram.
Right.
So you got Floyd out there marching for the enemy.
What the hell?
You got Floyd out there marching for the enemy. That's what happens when money is your God.
Right.
Okay, when money is your God, you have no sense of people. You have no sense of identity. Psalms 62:10, please.
Bring it up. Hey, who man is this?
Because a lot of our people don't know, and Floyd obviously doesn't know, that them same people he's marching with funded our slavery.
Bring it out.
Funded our Holocaust, the real Holocaust, right? They funded our Holocaust. All right, read that, please.
Psalms chapter 62 and verse 10.
Come on.
Trust not in oppression.
The Bible says, do not trust in oppression. Come on.
And become not vain in robbery.
And become not vain in robbery like them. They're the ones who robbed everybody. That's how they got to their riches.
Right.
So now you become vain when it comes to money. You'll do any and everything for the dollar.
Right.
Floyd, come on, bro. You are brother.
Shame
on you, Floyd. Shame on you, Floyd. Hey, Lords, will you see this broadcast? This ain't hatred, my brother. You are our brother.
That's right.
Okay, but that right there, you marching with the people who exploit us.
Right.
You understand? Who funded our slavery. You know, who have secret meetings behind the dark to conspire on how to destroy us as a nation.
Right.
You understand? This is what they do.
That's right.
This is what they do. So, Floyd, you got to come up out of that nonsense, my brother.
Right.
That's right.
All right. Officers, you have anything on that?
Yes, sir. He got to come out of that because, God, that money gonna burn with Babylon.
Right.
It's gonna burn, baby, burn. That's what they gonna do. Give me Lamentation 4 and 17. Because he marching with the enemy, he gonna burn with him if he don't come out.
Right.
So we trying to warn you, my brother. We trying to warn you to get out of that thing. Read.
Lamentations chapter 4, verse 17. As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help.
Yeah, Floyd eyes has failed for his vain help. Money cannot buy your salvation. Read.
In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
Yeah, Amalek cannot save us. Only thing they can do is lead us away from God's commandments. That's it.
Hey, well, you said something heavy. You said that money going to be destroyed here in Babylon. That's right. Hey, pull that one, Revelations 18 real quick. We touched this early for the, I think the sister had the question, but this time just read 21 and 21 through 23. Watch this.
Revelation chapter 18, verse 21.
Come on.
And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down.
Come on.
And shall be found no more at all.
Shall be found what?
No more at all.
Right. So the boxing and the UFC and all of that, that's not going to be around one day. All right, come on.
And the voice of harpers and musicians and of pipers and trumpeters shall be heard no more at all in thee.
Come on.
And no craftsman. And whatsoever craft he be.
Right. Whatsoever craft. That's talking about any occupation. It don't matter what it is. All right, so the Most High said it's going to be thrown down when Babylon's destroyed. Come on.
Of whatsoever craft he be shall be found any more in thee. And the sound of a millstone shall be heard no more at all in thee.
Right. Ain't going to be no more work. So here's PSA, Sirach 38:24, PSA to all of those brothers like Floyd that just love the money, that just love the work, instead of taking this opportunity that God is giving us and showing us mercy and grace for us to get ourselves right. All right, watch this. Sirach 38:24.
The book of Sirach, chapter 38, verse 24.
Come on.
The wisdom of a learned man cometh by opportunity of leisure. And he that hath little business.
And he that have what?
Little business.
Come on. I mean, it's not saying don't have a job, but it's saying you got to have balance.
That's right.
Your job and your career can't be the thing that controls you. And that shouldn't be everything to the forefront of your mind. For example, when you wake up, you're working. When you take lunch, you're still working. When you get off, you're still working. No, it shouldn't be like that. You should always have time to do the Lord's work. Okay, come on.
And he that have little business shall become wise.
It says he that had little business shall become wise. Come on.
How can he get wisdom that holdeth the plow?
Right, so that's the issue, Floyd. You allow your fame, your stardom, your money that came from your occupation, because he had the money team, the TMT hat on. He allowed that to distort him to the fact where he thinks he's doing the right thing. Why? Because his oppressor told him he's doing the right thing. But he doesn't have enough wisdom to actually see what's really taking place. Read that verse again.
How can he get wisdom that holdeth the plow?
Come on.
And that glorieth in the gold.
That does what?
Glorieth in the gold.
That does what?
Glorieth in the gold.
Glorieth in the money.
That's right.
You're not going to get no wisdom like that. And the only way for us to get the kingdom, we must be dwelling in wisdom.
That's right.
Yes, something, officer?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me get Proverbs chapter 16 and 5. You know, this brother is unifying with the enemy. He's walking in unison with them, trying to get the public opinion on the side of the ones that are actually against him in the first place. They gave him a few dollars, so that's why he's rolling with them. But let me read that real quick. Verse
Proverbs chapter 16 and verse 5. Everyone that is proud in his heart is an abomination to the Lord.
So we know Esau, Amalek. We know the pride of them. We know how they move. And you moving exactly like them, right? You got to come back. You got to come back to who you came here with.
You know
Yeah, there you go. You all right. Let me give you a point.
Oh, praise.
Let me give him a point. Yeah, man. We came over here together, and we would like to leave together, but we not all leaving together. Some of our people, they got to stay put, man. That's the sad reality of it. It's only 1/3 of our people that's going to make it out of Babylon. Yeah, we'll take a quick call. Hey, shalom, caller.
Hello.
Hey, shalom, sis. What's your question or your comment?
I have a comment. Shalom, brother. I just wanted to say that he can take the time out to march with the enemy, and although the scripture says not to trust your enemy, and I think about this brother who we recently found out was killed by the police. His name is Dexter Wade. He lived in Jackson, Mississippi. He had an argument with his mom, and and she hadn't seen him since March 5th, and she found out that he was so-called hit by the police, and then they buried him. They didn't contact his family. I've forgotten how she found out, but they didn't contact his family. She recently found out that they buried him. He was they gave him a number, and they did not contact his family. And then when they exhumed his body, they still didn't contact the family. And I mean, things like, it reminds me of Ronald Green, who that happened in Louisiana. He was killed by the police, and the police said that he was killed in a car accident, but his injuries didn't reflect that. They beat him up. They beat him to death, and his family found out that they had beaten their brother to death. And it kind of, reminds me of Rasheem Carter.
Mm-hmm.
But people like this, I mean, our people, when he should have been there,
right.
Mayweather,
Mm-hmm.
when he should have been there, he wasn't.
Bring it out, sis.
And you all, for Rasheem Carter, you all were there. I saw the video, and I appreciate you all so much. I get choked up thinking about how much you all are bringing out the prophecies of the Most High God. And I know that he's blessing you all for it. And thank you all so much.
All praise. Thank you for calling in, my sister. All praise to the Father. All right, T, wake up. Come on, guys. Let's go. Hey, get that script the sister quoted, just so those who are watching and viewing today. Zechariah 11:5, what the sister was speaking of when she mentioned Wade and our brother Rasheem Carter. She mentioned Ronald Green in Louisiana. So read this script just so you can see that is, in fact, those are curses that have been put on the children of Israel. All right, read this.
Zechariah chapter 11 and verse 5.
Come on.
Whose possessors slay them.
That's what you got to understand. We're still in slavery to this day.
That's right.
We are still in slavery. Come on.
And hold themselves not guilty.
And do what?
Hold themselves not guilty.
Right, because who do they got to answer to? Who do they have to answer to? You know what? They got to answer to God.
That's right.
All right, remember, God is slow to anger, but in that day, the Lord is going to remember all of their sins. That's the thing about it. That's what a lot of our people don't understand. We may forget. We may have amnesia. We may be nicer over time, but God is going to remember all of that anger, all of that indignation.
That's right.
Okay? And that's how it's going to be poured out. You had something, officer?
Yes, sir. I did have something real quick. Let me get that in Matthew 16, in verse 26. For Floyd, Lord's will, what I'm saying, you're able to hear this message, what I'm saying, because, you could have some constituents, people who you're dealing with who told you that was the right thing to do.
Right,
or you probably thought in your mind it was okay. Because what? Amalek, they have a lot of money flows through their people. So you may want to flock towards those who you feel you're equal with. But you got to understand, you're still an Israelite. They're Amalek. Right. They've been your natural born enemies since we came here.
That's right.
Read that.
Matthew chapter 16, verse 26.
Uh-huh.
For what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world?
All right. So you may be feeling like that right now. You gain the world, you're richest athlete, probably of all time. What I'm saying? Or, one of the first millionaires, whatever. But what you're gaining the world. So what profit is it to gain the world, read?
And lose his own soul.
And to lose your own soul, siding with the enemy. Right. Read on.
And what shall a man give in exchange for his soul?
See, you got to understand, brother. You got to make sure you come back to this Bible, come back with your people, and then we can get up out of here.
Hey, just like you said, officer, Exodus 17 and 16. A lot of our people don't understand. These people are our enemies. God said this during the time of Moses. There's nothing we could do to change it. That is in them. Habakkuk says their soul is not upright in them.
That's right.
Okay? So God said it specifically about the Israelis, the people who claim to be the children of God. Watch this, 17:16.
Exodus chapter 17, verse 16.
Go ahead.
For he said, because the Lord has sworn that the Lord will have war with Amalek from generation to generation.
That's forever. We're still generating in these last days. Till this day, that's forever. Hey, let's keep it moving, man. What else we got on this? What's the next topic? Come on. All right, play that. I'm sorry, read that.
Marlon Wayans reveals his older child is transgender.
Oh, gosh.
And talks about his transition as a parent.
All right, scroll down, scroll down.
Marlon Wayans is opening up about a change in his family. In his appearance on the Breakfast Club Friday, the comedian 51 revealed that his oldest child is transgender.
Hey, yo.
I have a daughter that transitioned into a son, he says. My daughter, Amaya, is now Kai.
All righty then.
Wow.
So he has a viral video. I guess he's explaining it on the radio show he did. Y'all have that clip? Can you pull that up, please, so we can listen to this foolery? And then, officers, I'll let y'all chime in.
Lord have mercy.
All right, play this.
If they can't get that in the household with their father and their mother, how the do I send them out into the world?
Comedian Marlon Wayans opened up about embracing his transgender son Kai for who they are.
I have a daughter that transitioned into a son. I talk about the transition, not her their transition, but my transition as a parent, going from ignorance and denial to complete unconditional love and acceptance. And I think there's a lot of parents out there that need to have that message. And I know I'm dealing with it. It was a very painful situation for me. I just want my kids to be free. The more you live your truth, the happier your existence. So
All right, I can't take it anymore. I can't take it anymore. Officers, please, I would like to hear from y'all. What y'all got on this?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, officer.
Yeah, so I mean, this one blew my mind. It's like first we got Dwayne.
Did it really blow your mind? Because I seen a lot of movies with Marlon Wayans. Have you ever seen Norbit?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Anybody ever seen Norbit?
Yes, sir.
With Eddie Murphy when he's in the fat suit as the woman. That just know that even though he's dressed up like a woman, he's still a man, right?
Right.
Marlon Wayans in a scene showed him sleeping with Eddie Murphy.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean,
Better said.
you know, I mean, you see, Los Size, have you seen Norbit?
Yes, sir. I seen Norbit. You know what I'm saying? I seen that movie.
Stop the cap.
Hey, a lot of, I ain't gonna, scary movie. They be doing the Wayans, they've been doing some suspect stuff for years.
White chicks.
A long time.
White chick, there you go. White chicks.
A white woman.
So, I mean, are we really surprised here?
Not really. When you look at it, we first had Dwayne Wade having his son turn into
When you
a
say
dog.
we, could you, what do you?
Well, not we. I take that
Wait
back.
a minute.
Please. First, Dwayne Wade had his son turn into a daughter.
Wow.
The thing that surprised me was now we got a daughter turning into a son. And now one of the things that he said in the interview was unconditional love and acceptance. That ain't even how the Most High roll.
Right.
Let me get Jude verse 18 real quick. The Bible tells us specifically that in these last days, it's going to be mockers. Men just like this that are mocking the truth, just like his child, transforming from a girl into a boy. Read what you got.
The book of Jude, verse 18.
Uh-huh.
How that they told you there should be mockers in the last time.
Read.
Who should walk after their own ungodly lust.
This was an ungodly lust. This isn't what the Most High created them to be. That the Most High created a girl. He didn't create a boy.
Bring it up.
This is an ungodly lust. Read on.
These be they who separate themselves, sensual, having not the Spirit.
There's no Spirit of God in this
That's
situation
right.
at all.
Bring it up.
Right.
Understand that thing.
Hey, another thing.
I was gonna just add to what officers just saying. Like God gave us an instructional manual on how to be a parent. You don't have to figure it out on your own. It's been word for word given to you. Give it out in Proverbs 22:6. Let's see if God say, let your child tell you how he feels. Let your child tell you what he thinks. Read that.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 22 and verse 6. Train up a child in the way he should go.
No, let your child tell you.
Train up a child in the way he should go.
Read.
And when he is old, he will not depart from it.
Hold up, give me Sirach 30:8 just to add to that, because it's just showing you that the Bible never said let your child tell you. You're supposed to teach your child, but the world has flipped it. And the world telling you to let your child tell you what to do. And that's where we're in all of this chaos right now. Read that.
The book of Sirach, chapter 30 and verse 8.
Read.
And horse not broken.
A horse not what?
Broken.
That means you don't let him do what he want to do. Read.
Becometh headstrong. And a child left to himself will be willful.
The reason that your child feel like there's the other sex is because you left them to themselves. You left them in front of the TV. You left them to be influenced.
Or he just got gay on camera too.
Right.
Don't forget, because if you get gay on camera, you probably get gay other places. I'm just gonna let you.
That nigga.
Hey, bruh, I mean,
All
they be doing some crazy stuff
They
in
do.
Hollywood, man.
They do.
Hey, so I got a scripture for Transformers.
Uh-oh.
I got a scripture for Transformers. Give me 2 Corinthians 11 and 14 and 15. All right, so this is new. Play the soundbite, man. All right, here's a scripture for transgenders and Transformers. Read it.
The book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 11 and verse 14.
Go ahead.
And no marvel, for Satan.
So don't be surprised, Amos. Don't be surprised when you see Transformers sprouting up like this. Right. Read it again.
And no marvel.
Come on.
For Satan himself.
For who?
Satan himself.
That's the spirit of Satan.
Right.
And Satan, he's the one that runs this world right now. And he has his people. They're called Edomites.
Right.
All right? They're the ones that is behind all of this transgender movement. You understand? They're behind Marlon Wayans getting up there and saying all of that.
Right.
Yep.
Read it again.
For Satan himself is transformed.
Is what?
Transformed.
Is what?
Transformed.
He transforms, come on.
Into an angel of light.
Meaning what? We all know, according to Leviticus chapter 18, with verse 22.
Yes, sir.
You understand? That homosexuality is wrong.
Right.
Any form of it. When you read the book of Wisdom of Solomon, it talks about changing of kinds.
Right.
You understand? This is all abomination. But in today's society, because Satan runs the world and his minions, the Edomites, they're going to transform things and turn it upside down and make it look like it's the right thing to do. That type of story or video that we just saw of Marlon Wayans, it looks inspirational. It sounds like, wait a second, this is wrong what he's saying, but it's pulling at people's heartstrings.
Right.
It's trying to make it look like that's the right thing to do.
Right.
Read it again.
The hell is this?
And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light.
To make it look like it's the right thing to do. Come on.
Right.
Therefore, it is no great thing.
It's no great thing, so don't be surprised, y'all. Come on.
If his ministers also.
If his ministers also, come on, because Satan, we understand that Satan's wicked. Who is his minister? It's these evil people on the earth carrying out his mission. Come on.
If his ministers also be transformed.
If they also, can I get a sound bite, please? Come on, man. If they also be what?
Transformed as the ministers of righteousness.
Right. So in these last days, it's going to be total role reversal. Right. Everything that's bad, they're going to push it as it's the right thing. Right. Everything that's good, they're going to make us a prey. They're going to be hunting us.
Right.
All right? Hey, anybody got anything? Make it quick. We got to get to the next segment.
Hey, give me the book of John real quick, 8 and 32. Because he said he just want his kids to be free. Let's see what's going to make them free. Read that.
The book of John, chapter 8, verse 32.
Read.
And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
If you read the book of Psalms, it tells you what the truth is. The truth is God's commandments.
That's right.
So if he want his kids to be free, guess what? They got to keep God's commandments. That's the only thing that's going to make your kids free.
Hey, all right, so let's get into it. Let's get into it, man. We got so much time. Today's topic of the day, what we got?
The Jewish and the modern-day Palestinian Holocaust.
Right, the modern Palestinian Holocaust, because check it out. Hey, IT, give me two definitions. I need you to give me Holocaust and then get me genocide. Because what you're witnessing today is a modern-day Holocaust. And it's funny and very hypocritical that it's coming from the people who have a league called the ADL. All right, called the ADL. So if you even say, I don't like the color of their eyes, they're probably going to say that's hate speech.
Right.
I don't like the way they smell. That's hate speech. But wait a second. Nobody can say anything about you, but you're over here literally wiping out a whole nation of people.
Come on,
right.
You understand it? Y'all always talk about everything. They talked about that fake attack with the paragliders. They said that was reminiscent to the Holocaust.
Right.
So what is this reminiscent to? Where you dropping all these bombs on
Bring it out.
hospitals and
Right.
children? What does that remind you
Bring
of?
it out.
Bring it out.
Oh, well, it's, we're doing what's right. We have to go over there and make sure, that we show force. So it's a Holocaust. It's the same exact thing. I'm gonna show you
That's
that
right.
by the definitions. Is this Merriam-Webster? Come on, guys. Y'all know what it is. What's wrong with IT? Officer Sampson?
Let's get it right.
They know what definitions we do.
Right, they know that. So I don't know why they make their fingers do that, though.
Sampson's silly, man. IT, you ready? All right, pull that up for us.
Holocaust.
Holocaust. Read, scroll down, read 3.
Usually the Holocaust, the mass slaughter of European civilians and especially Jews by the Nazis during World War II.
Now read B.
A mass slaughter of people.
A what?
A mass slaughter of people.
Read.
Genocide.
Right, especially genocide. You got the genocide definition, just click that. Read that.
Genocide. The deliberate and systematic destruction of a racial, political, or cultural group.
So this sounds like a modern day Holocaust. Right. By definition, I didn't write that. I don't even know Miriam. Right. You understand?
Nor Webster.
There you go. So we didn't write that.
Right.
By definition, this is a modern day Holocaust.
Right.
Now, this is a good book, and I find stuff in it from time to time when I open it up. So go back to my book, The International Jew. It's a good book written by Henry Ford, the same one that made the vehicles. Okay? Now, Deacon Malachi had an excellent class this past Sabbath going into the history. Okay? So Henry Ford here in America, he felt the same way the Germans did. Now, did he go killing them and stuff like that? No. But he was like, what the hell has happened? How did they come to prominence? How did they get all this wealth, all this stuff? So read this. Wow! Always got to, come on, next page. Can somebody read the actual book? All right, blow it up, please. All right, read this. We always got to show you when this was written. Read that paragraph.
This little book is the partial record of an investigation of the Jewish question. It is printed to enable interested readers to inform themselves on the data published in the Dearborn Independent prior to October 1st, 1920.
That's all I want. So now let's go to the next page. Let's go to the next page. Let's read that, please.
In all the explanations of anti-Jewish feeling, which modern Jewish spokesmen make, these three alleged causes are commonly given. These three are no more: religious prejudice, economic jealousy, social antipathy. Whether the Jews know it or not, every Gentile knows that on his side of the Jewish question, no religious prejudice exists. Economic jealousy may exist.
Now it says economic jealousy may exist, but it said when it talked about no religious prejudice, because remember, they're all the same people.
Right.
They're all, Ashkenaz and, things like that. So they know who they are. They're the same people. So no prejudice from that aspect comes. Go back to the book, please. Come on.
Economic jealousy may exist.
Right, because how did they come to promise? How did they get all the wealth? How did they get all the money? Come on.
At least to this extent, that his uniform success has exposed the Jew to much scrutiny.
To much scrutiny by his other European brothers and sisters. Come on.
A few Jewish spokesmen seek to turn this scrutiny by denying that the Jew is preeminent in finance. But this is loyalty in extremity.
Watch this.
The finances of the world are in control of the Jews.
And are in control of who?
The Jews.
So, it says the finances of the world are in control of the Jews. White man wrote this. You understand? Back in the early 1920s. Give me Job 9:24 real quick. Give me Job chapter 9, verse 24.
Bring it up.
Bring it up.
All right. What are we showing you? Bible prophecy. We're not making any of this stuff up, so you can't say it's hate speech.
Right.
We're just bringing out the facts.
That's right.
All right. Now, watch this. Watch this.
The book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24.
Come on.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Hey, whoever owns the land, whoever has the money, they make the rules.
That's right.
That's what the Bible. That's what people say, right? But the Bible's showing us who it is behind all of it. It's them. They're the wicked who run the world. Now, with that being said, I have a video clip. Can you pull that video up, IT? I want you to read the title real quick for us, please. Watch this.
Yanis Varoufakis on Israel, Gaza. We Europeans have created this.
Right. It says the Europeans have created the situation over there. Check. Over there in Gaza, right? So I want you got the timestamps, IT? All right. So let's play the first timestamp just to give an overview on what the discussion is. Watch this. Can we get volume, please? Yeah, it's voice. Right? He's voicing it right now. Okay. All right. Play that.
Continues its bombardment and siege of Gaza. While Israel's response has had the full support of the majority of European countries, some dissenting voices are making themselves heard and calling for a ceasefire. So, what role is Europe playing in the Israel-Gaza war? And how has its support for Israel changed over time? I'll ask renowned economist and former Greek finance minister Yanis Varoufakis in an upfront special.
All right, so he's speaking to the foreign finance minister of Greece. All right, so I was watching this. I wasn't even looking for what he said. But what happens a lot of times, give me that in Psalm 64, was it 6? A lot of times Esau, they'll tell half-truths because, remember, whenever you tell a lie, you have to tell another lie to cover it up. Right. And eventually you're going to end up saying some truth. All right, so I want us to pay close attention, but let's read the scripture first. Watch this.
The book of Psalms, chapter 64 and verse 8.
Come on.
So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves.
Right, they should make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. So, reminder, this is the former finance minister of Greece, all right? You got the next timestamp for me? Okay, so he has asked a question, okay, about shouldn't they have intervened like earlier? Like, what was it, November, was it the 7th when this, wait, what was the date when this took place? October 7th or something like that? October 7th. So it was like, the first question was, how do you feel about the response from Europe? He says, well, we should all hang our head. We should all be ashamed of what happened, how we didn't respond. And then he goes to say, that the reporter says, okay, well, what about back in October the 7th? Why didn't you guys respond? All right, so he goes on this big tangent and compares this incident to all other world incidents that's happened with Europeans as well. And he says some good stuff, all right? So go to the timestamp. Watch this.
We supported the vile dogma or dictum of a land without a people for a people without a land, as if Palestine was empty of people.
Stop. I need you to go back. I need you to rewind it one more again. And I need everybody to stop what you're doing and pay close attention to show all of them were together with this. They all allowed it to happen. Okay, remember United States of America, Great Britain, Balfour Declaration, saying that they needed a land and that land was for them. It was desolate, right? It was nobody in it. No, Ishmael was living there, even though it didn't belong to them, but they were there.
Right.
But just showing their mindset. All right, play it again. Watch this.
We supported the vile dogma or dictum of a land without a people for a people without a land, as if Palestine was empty of people. This is settler, white, supremacist language.
Stop!
The British
Stop! See? You see that? They're telling the truth.
Right.
They are telling the truth. They're telling you who they are.
Right.
They're telling you who they are. They are the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
Let me show you something in the scriptures. We're going to come back to the video. But this is what we got to do. We got to be able to show you what's going on and go to the Bible to show you that this is Bible prophecy. Start at verse 1. Watch this.
Psalms chapter 64, verse 1.
No. Ezekiel 35 and 1. I forgot to call the script. My apologies. Ezekiel chapter 35 and verse 1.
The book of Ezekiel chapter 35 and verse 1.
And second thought, let's just do 36. Start at 36 and 1. Watch this.
Ezekiel chapter 36 verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Also, thou son of man, prophesy unto the mountains of Israel, and say, ye mountains of Israel, hear the word of the Lord. Thus saith the Lord God, because the enemy hath said against you, aha, even the ancient high places are ours in possession.
You see that? The enemy said, aha, read.
Even the ancient high places are ours in possession.
What is the ancient high place? It's talking about our land. Right. Okay, it's talking about our land. Read.
Therefore prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord God, because they have made you desolate and swallowed you up on every side, that ye might be a possession unto the residue of the heathen.
Come on.
And ye are taken up into the lips of talkers, and are an infamy of the people. Therefore, ye mountains of Israel, hear the word of the Lord. Thus saith the Lord God to the mountains, and to the hills, to the rivers, and to the valleys, to the desolate wastes, and to the cities that are forsaken, which became a prey and derision to the residue of the heathen that are round about.
You see that? It says our land became a prey unto the heathen, to the point where they all conspired and said, well, it says a land without a people without a land. They all conspired, and that's when they took over Israel in 1948. Right. And what the ex-finance minister of Greece is saying they all agreed. They all consented and supported that lie. And he said it was all white supremacy behind it.
Exactly what he said.
Read on.
Verse 5.
Come on.
Therefore, thus saith the Lord God,
Mm-hmm.
surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen.
But God is against that. Even though he allowed it to happen, the Most High is against what these Europeans have done. Come on.
And against all Idumea.
And against who?
All Idumea.
All of you European nations who supported Amalek getting into the land. Come on.
Which have appointed my land.
Which have done what?
Appointed my land.
Come on.
Into their possession.
Uh-huh.
With the joy of all their heart.
With the joy of all their heart. Remember when you read the book of Habakkuk, right? The 3rd chapter. Give me that. It was at 14. They're rejoicing. It's to devour the poor secretly. Is that 14? Is that what I want? All right. Well, just get there, please. Read it. Let me hear what it sounds like.
I'm sorry, what?
Habakkuk, right? 3.
Habakkuk 3. Okay, yes, sir. The book of Habakkuk, chapter 3 and verse 14. Thou didst strike through with staves the head of the villages.
Right, this is Christ bringing that recompense to the residue of the heathen. All right, Idumea, come on.
They came out as a whirlwind to scatter me.
Mm-hmm.
They're rejoicing.
They're what?
They're rejoicing.
They're what?
Rejoicing.
Come on.
Was as to devour the poor secretly.
Right, us. We're the poor on the earth. All right, their rejoicing is to devour us. So now let's go back to Ezekiel 36. All right, in verse 5. Come on.
Ezekiel chapter 36, verse 5.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, thus saith the Lord God, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen, and against all Idumea, which have appointed my land into their possession, with the joy of all their heart, with the spiteful minds, to cast it out for a prey.
Right, to cast it out as a prey, to open it up and say, hey, the Germans can come. You know what? You Amalekites in America, you could come over here too. Because remember, the Jewish problem, when we read in the International Jew, America was sick of them too. So a lot of them left America and went over there. Okay, that's what it's talking about, cast it out as a prey. So now, go back. Did we finish the whole clip? No? Okay, let's finish the clip. Go ahead.
In Australia, to declare Australia terra nullius, an empty land, empty of people, in order to justify the genocide of the Aborigines in Australia.
So you're
And
saying
not
they
just
did the
in
same thing in
they did it
Australia with the Aborigines. Come on.
in Kenya, they did in South Africa, and you know, in the 1920s and 30s, the process began by which.
Stop. So he's saying this
was
is what they do. You had something, officer? It looked like you had something.
Oh no, sir. I was just bringing out. He also mentioned that that's what they did in Africa as well. So he just, like you said, he, the whistleblower. He telling everything.
Exactly. He's telling everything. He's telling everything. You had something earlier?
Yeah, I was just going to say, basically, land backing off of what the officer just said. I mean, ain't that the same thing that happened in America? Like, you had people coming over here to
Right.
and they took the land from people that were already here. And then what did they say? They said this guy, Christopher Columbus or Amerigo Vespucci, discovered America.
Manifest destiny.
Yeah, that's what they say now.
Hey, I did notice one thing also, Cap, on the definition of Holocaust. It had European on there, showing you what the so-called Holocaust that they say, who the actual people were. They wasn't the real Jews. They were the European nation.
Go back to that definition. You all right. You all right. Let's go back.
Holocaust. Usually the Holocaust, the mass slaughter of European civilians and especially Jews by the Nazis during World War II.
Right. So just like Deacon was going over, they all knew that they were Germans. They identified them as so-called Jewish by their third grandparent.
Right.
So wait a second. You should be able to look at a Jew and identify that he's a Jew.
Right.
Give me Jeremiah chapter 14, verse
Bring
2.
it out.
All right. Jeremiah chapter 14, verse 2. Excellent catch. Excellent catch right there. Let's read this. Watch this, y'all.
Jeremiah chapter 14, verse 2.
Uh-huh.
Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish.
Come on.
They are black unto the ground.
They are what?
Black unto the ground.
And give me that one in what, Jeremiah 8 and 21 as well.
That's
Jeremiah 8 and 21.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 8, verse 21.
Come on.
For the hurt of the daughter of my people, I am hurt. I am black. Astonishment have taken hold on me.
I am black. I am black. All right, understand that thing. Yes,
No, I was just listening.
Okay, you just listening. All right, so this ain't gonna be long at all because we only got so many minutes. So let's do this. Give me the next video. What else we got? What else we got? Mm.
The possibility of genocide is staring us in the face in Gaza.
Okay.
Holocaust studies professor.
All right. Well, yeah, play some of that. Play some of that real quick. Come on.
Joining me now is one of the signers of that statement on the possibility of genocide in Gaza, Omer Bartov, professor of Holocaust and Genocide Studies at Brown University. Professor Bartov, who is an Israeli-American, has been described by the U.S. Holocaust Memorial Museum as, quote, one of the world's leading specialists on the subject of genocide. Professor Bartov, thank you for joining me on the show today. I wish it wasn't under these circumstances. Even a lot of people who are critical of the Israeli government, critical of the war on Gaza, they hear the word genocide and say, hold on, that's a step too far. That's hyperbole.
Because it shows them who they really are.
Right.
Wait, don't say that. Don't say genocide. Don't say Holocaust, because then we're going to look bad.
Right.
Just say it's a war. And then it looks okay. That's that sorcery once again.
Stop the cap.
All right. And then notice the preface. I wish we weren't meeting on these terms. They do that to make themselves look innocent. It's all an act.
Right.
It's
Come
all
on
an
now,
act.
dog.
Let's go back to the video.
You are a world-renowned expert on genocide and an Israeli yourself. What makes this, in your view, possibly a genocide?
Stop! Oh my gosh, it's so disgusting. Possible. What do you mean? Can we read the definition again?
Bring it up.
Bring out Holocaust. I want the last one, and then go to genocide again. What do you mean possibly a genocide? Remember, we didn't make up these definitions. Let's just go by the definition.
That's right.
Go back to it.
Holocaust, a mass slaughter of people.
Hey, what?
A mass slaughter of people.
Read on.
Especially genocide.
Especially genocide. Let's go to genocide.
Genocide, the deliberate and systematic destruction of a racial, political, or cultural group.
Right, and the Palestinians, the Arab, they are a, which group? A racial group. They are a racial group.
Right.
So that would fit under the classification of a genocide and a Holocaust.
Right.
But according to them, they said, this could possibly be a genocide. They don't want to just come out and say it because they will be identified as the wicked on the earth.
Right.
But God already showed us earlier, they're the ones who got all the money. They control the media. They control the financials. God says the wicked rule the earth.
That's right.
God is telling us who they are.
That's right.
2 Thessalonians 2:3, and then let's go back to the video. Okay, because the people got to be able to see the evil, the wicked on the earth for who they truly are.
Right.
Read what you got.
2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 3.
Come on.
Let no man deceive you by any means.
Don't be deceived by their media. Don't be deceived by their word choice. Come on.
For that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first.
Come on.
And that man of sin.
And that man of what?
Man of sin.
Go ahead.
Be revealed.
Be revealed. And that's what's happening right now, brothers and sisters. That wicked man, the man of sin, is being revealed. All right, rewind it like 5 seconds, and let's play some more of this.
An Israeli yourself, what makes this, in your view, possibly a genocide?
Well, thank you for having me. And indeed, this is not the best occasion for any of us. Look, I mean, I think that the situation we're facing now, as the statement that you read earlier that I co-signed indicates, is one where the possibility of genocide is staring us in the face. You have cited many statements made by Israeli politicians, by Israeli generals, which indicate an intent. One of the most difficult aspects to prove in genocide. And in fact, these leaders have used statements that appear to show an intent to genocide.
Stop.
To commit
Stop.
genocide.
So just stop it. We can't play it for. So if they've said that their intent is to eradicate them and wipe them off face of the earth.
Right.
So why you keep saying, well, they've made choices would make us think that it's it is a genocide.
Right.
It looks like a genocide. It sounds like a genocide. Therefore, it is a genocide.
That's right.
All right. You had something on that?
Yes, sir. I just wanted to say one thing. When you look at the definition in it itself, it says that genocide is a deliberate destruction of a group of people. This ain't no mistake. This ain't a possibility. It's genocide.
That's
Call
right.
it what it is.
I mean, going back to what the book you brought out, Cap, in like Job 9:24, why you have to really think about why is everyone tiptoeing around saying what the Amalekites is doing?
Right.
Because as soon as Russia dropped a bomb on like a hospital, anything.
There you go.
Pertaining
There
to
you
civilians,
go.
they immediately would say, "Oh, war crimes against Putin."
Right.
Anywhere he goes, he's going to get arrested. But when
Mhm.
it comes to the Amalekites, it's it's possible what they're doing. You know?
You all right with me,
Bring it
Losias.
up.
That's an excellent point, officer. Excellent point. Let's keep it going. I think we got read that for us.
Israel-Gaza war in maps and charts. Live tracker. The latest death toll stands at 11,697 Palestinians and at least 1,200 people killed in Israel since October 7th.
All right, so all of that bloodshed going up to 12,000 people. This is a genocide. This is a Holocaust.
Right.
Now we're gonna show you. Remember they went through starvation and they had ovens. Well, now they got a bunch of bombs.
Right.
They got a bunch of bombs, right? So let's go through some of the next clips for the sake of time. I'm just gonna run through it, okay? Read that.
Israeli forces opened fire at a little girl because she was looking at them from the window of her house during a raid into Shafat refugee camp in Jerusalem.
All right, play this clip. So that's how they patrolling the streets right there. All right, let's go to the next one. Okay.
Palestinians face food, water shortages in southern Gaza.
Right, so Palestinians, they have food shortages. You understand? They're going. So I'm sorry if this ain't a Holocaust. I don't know what a Holocaust is.
Right.
Let's read some of this real quick. Come on.
The United Nations Relief and Works Agency for Palestine Refugees has warned its operations in war-torn Gaza would shut down within 2 days due to fuel shortages as fighting rages between Israel and Hamas.
Come on.
The humanitarian operation in Gaza will grind to a halt in the next 48 hours as no fuel is allowed to enter Gaza.
See this? So they're starving them out. They're starving them out. Next. What we got next? That's it? Man. That's it. We didn't have the one with the check the group. There was one about their communication. Their telecommunication. Check the group. I need that one. And then show me the article also about like the pictures of them. All right, so somebody say something clever until they find that.
Let me get Proverbs 10 and 30. Because as you see, wickedness is ruling the world right now. But the Most High God said the righteous, they shall rule the world.
And you know
with who?
that's
With
right.
Jesus Christ, the black Messiah, with 1/3 gonna rule the world. Read.
Proverbs chapter 10 and verse 30. The righteous shall never be removed.
You see that? The righteous shall never be removed. We're going to keep bringing this truth out every day of the week, read?
But the wicked.
But the
shall,
what?
The wicked.
You Amalek. You what? Arabians, read?
Shall not inhabit the earth.
Shall not inhabit the earth. So don't tell them, your smooth words won't work with the word of God.
That's right.
We gonna bring it up.
Samson, stay with a precept.
That's right.
All right, hey, put these two up real quick. All right, read that.
Terrifying. Death and despair continue in Gaza as Israeli attacks rage on.
Mm-hmm. Scroll down. They just passed the picture. Come on, man. This is what we're trying to get y'all to see. This is a Holocaust. This is a genocide. This is happening right now.
Right.
All right. Don't, like Officer Sampson said, don't let these smooth words fool you. Go to the next article. All right. Read that.
Is Israel using communication blackouts in Gaza as weapons of war?
Read this.
E. Sims offers a solution to Israel's use of connectivity and internet blackouts as a weapon of war in Gaza. Israel's war in Gaza has taken a multitude of shapes, but the bombing and the raids are only part of the story.
Right, only part. So you don't know what they're really doing over there to those people.
Right.
There's torture going on over there.
Right.
That's in their DNA. That's how they get down. Go ahead.
Another less talked about weapon is connectivity, or lack thereof.
Mm-hmm.
Israel controls most of the electricity as well as the telecommunications and internet access in Gaza.
Because think about it. They've been posting all these pictures, all these videos.
Right.
They're getting mad because they're getting exposed.
That's
so
right.
eventually, you're not going to see as much as those anymore.
Right.
Because they're gonna take that accessibility from them because it's exposing them for who they are.
Right.
All right, give me Job 15 and 34. So we'll end it right here. All right, so hey, according to definition and to Bible, this is a Holocaust right here.
That's right.
All right, give me Job chapter 15, verse 34. Let's hear that.
The book of Job, chapter 15 and verse 34.
Come on.
For the congregation of
Read it again.
For the congregation of hypocrites shall be desolate.
Right, because they want to act and say it's a country without a people, or people without a country. Well, it's going to say, because you can't call it for what it is.
That's right.
You can't call this a genocide. You can't call this a Holocaust. Right. You understand? It says because you're hypocritical and you're doing the exact same thing, you are going to become desolate.
Right.
Read.
Shall be desolate, and fire shall consume the tabernacles of bribery.
Come on.
They conceive mischief and bring forth vanity, and their belly prepareth deceit.
So God says because of that, you are going to be destroyed.
Yes.
All right, so let's get into it, man. The rundown, we got Officer Amos, Officer Losias, Officer Elijah, Officer Aaron, Officer Sampson. IT, y'all ready? All right, play the clip. All right, let's get it in. What we got?
Internal distress.
Internal distress. Crazy Joe, let's get it.
Here you go.
Biden. This time the U.S. president could not figure out where to go after the wreath-laying ceremony.
And you know, every once in a while, we got to laugh at Joe because he's so funny. Right. Play the clip. Hey, now hold on. Now, go back to the beginning. You got to check. Do you got, what's her name? What's this vice president name again? What's her name? Camilla Harris. So you got Camilla Harris to the far left. You got this white dude in the middle and this military guy. Watch the guy in the middle. This would make this thing hilarious, bro. Play that. He said, gosh, damn, we got an idiot running the country, man.
Even the military guy that's in front of him, he got to break rank to tell him where to go.
Yes.
That's supposed to be in attention.
That's some good stuff right there.
They need to put a string around his waist and then just guide him. That's what they need to do to him.
All praise, man.
This is supposed to be the leader of the free world.
Mm-hmm.
Can I get a script?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, let me get Isaiah 14. Isaiah 14 to 16. Read that. This guy right here, we see it all the time. He constantly does the same thing.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Read on.
Isaiah chapter 14, verse 16. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble?
All of the other nations, including Russia, China, and everybody else, they watching this thing. This is supposed to be the leader of every nation on the earth. And the Bible is saying, is this the guy? You telling me that this is the man that makes the earth to tremble? Finish it out.
And did shake kingdoms?
Oh, my goodness. Go ahead.
Hey, let's get into it. Hate speech tracker. Hate speech tracker. All right, read that.
Hochul reveals that New York has a social media and analysis division to track hate speech.
So, hey, brothers and sisters that are reckless on social media, understand that Esau is watching you. Right. They got you got Enemy of the State. You got Eagle Eye. You got all these movies that show you this before it actually take place. Yep. So they got that technology, and they got different algorithms. If you put in the wrong thing, it pulls it up. You understand? So you're gonna get caught. So be mindful. Right. If you ain't got nothing good to say, just take down just don't have social media. Right. All right? Play the clip. Play the video that come with that.
Also, we're very focused on the data we're collecting from surveillance efforts. What's being said on social media platforms. And we have launched an effort to be able to counter some of the negativity and reach out to people when we see hate speech being spoken about on
it's not.
online
It's
platforms.
It's just we're revealing the wicked.
That's right.
You understand? Greenblatt, he's upset because this younger generation, as a matter of fact, I'm going to find that video. I'm going to send it to you. I want you to play it. Anybody got anything on this?
Yeah, let me get Isaiah 29 and 21. Because that's what's going on. They're finna start it. Because they determine what they call hate speech. It ain't the fact that it's hate, and it ain't the fact that it's doing anything to anybody or threatening anybody. They declare what's hate speech. Read that.
Isaiah chapter 29, verse 21.
Read.
That make a man an offender for a word.
So for the words that some people speak, read.
And lay a snare for him that reproveth in the gate.
What do? We're correcting people according to the scripture. We're uncovering the lies that's being told. We're uncovering the deception that's going on in the earth. Right. They're going to start targeting people that doing that.
Hey, Go to the topics group. Go to the topics group. It's in there. All right, play this. Play this. So why are they really targeting it? Because people can see things for what it is.
Right.
Anybody who tells the truth, anybody that brings that to light, what are they trying to do? They're trying to stop them, discourage them, but eventually it's going to turn to something else.
Right.
Okay. All right, play that because Greenblatt, he's upset. He says he blames Iran. No, it's Bible prophecy.
That's right.
Play that. Read the subtitles.
I also want to point out
No.
leaked conversations of Jonathan Greenblatt of the ADL freaking out over Gen Z and their support for Palestine.
Right, because they're supporting Palestine because it's a genocide. That's why.
Right.
It's a modern day Holocaust, so they're speaking up against it. Play that.
Generational problem. All the polling I've seen, ADL's polling, ICC's polling, independent polling, suggests this is not a left-right gap, folks. The issue in the United States of support for Israel is not left and right. It is young and old. And the numbers of young people who think that Hamas's, massacre was justified is shockingly and terrifyingly high.
Stop. They're terrified. They're terrified. Why? Because they're trying to stop the rise of a young black Messiah. They are terrified of that thing right there. All right? And remember what they did in Egypt. Remember what they did in Jerusalem. That's why Christ had to flee.
Right.
The same thing gonna happen here. I said it without saying it. Okay? That's what they did. They started killing all the young.
Right.
All right, so, hey, understand, they're going to try to stop it, but there is a God. There's a God.
Right. That's
hey,
right.
cancel for Palestine. Cancel for Palestine. What would you got? What you got?
Canceled or sacked over support for Palestine. Support for Palestine has been on display around the world. But with that, hundreds of people have found themselves sacked for speaking out against Israel's bombardment of Gaza.
Right. Nobody was in trouble for speaking against Russia like Officer Losias bring out.
Right.
You understand? It's only when you speak against it. Why? Because they run the world.
Right.
That's showing you the wicked run the world. So free speech does not exist if you go against the people who run the world.
Right.
You understand? Maggot milk. Okay. All right.
Did you know that the dairy alternative Ento milk is already being produced in many nations and is made from maggot larvae of black soldier flies?
Oh, here we go. Play the clip. Let's see it.
Sheesh.
Ento milk is a dairy alternative that we make from black soldier fly larvae. We take the insects and we process it into a dairy alternative. It forms a rich and creamy liquid which looks and acts just like dairy. Ento milk is very rich in protein, fat, calcium, iron, and zinc, which is really good for you. And it's got a very creamy mouthfeel. The world needs alternatives to survive. Insects are vital for future food.
So, normal agriculture, because last time I checked, I know my forefathers, they had goats and lambs, and cows. And, they had livestock, they planted vineyards. So how come 2023 is becoming a problem? Oh, because a white man is on the earth.
Right.
That's why. They're trying to, this global warming thing, nope. The only thing that's going to make the world hot is when Christ come back.
Right.
And these nukes.
That's right.
That's
Bring
the
it
global warming.
That's right.
That's what it is. They are literally destroying the earth, like say Revelation, man.
Yes, sir.
Anybody has something quick? Make it fast.
And that's why the wicked got to go.
They got to go. They got to go.
Give me Proverbs Psalm 37:34. Because what we bringing out, we gonna bring this out every single day. The prophets in the purple and gold gonna prophesy it every single day.
That's right.
And guess what? They gonna show who the wicked are. According to what? The word of God, the Bible.
Right.
Read.
Psalms chapter 37, verse 34.
Read on.
Wait on the Lord.
You righteous. You righteous. Wait upon the Lord. Read.
And keep his way.
And do what?
Keep his way.
And keep the commandments of the Most High God. Read.
And he shall exalt thee.
And he shall do what?
Exalt thee.
Read.
To inherit the land.
That's right.
When the wicked are cut off.
You wicked. Read.
Thou shalt see it.
We're going to see when the wicked cut off. Because, wow. Because we waiting. Read.
Verse 35.
That's it on that. That's it on that.
All right, Aaron, you had a quick one, right?
Hey, yes, sir. It's real quick. Like what you were saying about when you had livestock, Because Esau right now, he's what, limiting how many cattle
Right,
you know what I'm saying? This is his MO. He creates a problem and then he try to give you a solution to fix the problem he created.
He is the enemy and the avenger.
Right.
All right. Biden's home invasion.
A train of pro-Palestine protesters outside Joe Biden's home in Delaware.
Oh, that's not a home invasion, but we'll take it. Play it.
Up to you, right here. This is the back.
But what those are sleeper cells, though.
Right.
Those sleeper cells. You can't forget the sleeper cells. Okay, they're like bed bugs. But they all gonna sound off at once, and they're gonna make a big sting.
Right.
All right, it's gonna be big. It's gonna be big. But hey, all praise to the Most High, man. It's been another episode. Writings on the Wall radio show.
That's right.
Hey, we're gonna go ahead and sign off. Make sure y'all tune in to FCN with Captain Zakar, Captain Severus, IUIC Miami. Signing off, Captain Mattathias, and to my right,
Officer Amos.
Shalom Israel, Officer Losas.
Shalom Israel, Officer Elijah.
Shalom Israel, Officer Aaron.
Shalom Israel, Officer Samson.
and Lord's will, we will be back next week with another show. And with that, we say, Shalom.